Namaha. Om Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Akhandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnanam Janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Let us take in Shiva Shakti in 5 deep breaths. Om Shiva Shakti Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sakrit Shravana Matrena Brahmajnanam yato bhavet Brahmajnanavalimala सर्वेषां मोक्षसिद्धये असङ्गोऽहम् 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 पुनः पुनः सच्चिदानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः नित्यशुद्धविमुक्तोऽहम् निराकारोऽहमव्ययः भूमानन्द स्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः नित्योऽहम् निरवध्योऽहम् निराकारोऽहमच्युतः परमानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः शुद्धचैतन्यरूपोऽहम् आत्मा रामोऽहमेव च अखण्डानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः Namaste. Let us all learn together, progress together in this path which will lead us towards knowing who am I. The guiding star, Guru, Sadguru, Jagat Guru is our own Adishankaracharya. Brahmajnanavalimala. Mala. It is a garland, a beautiful garland. How is it? Is it one strand? No. Vali mala. It has so many strands, rows of garland. And it contains what? Brahmajnana as the flowers. Brahmajnanavalimala. So, Brahmajnana. What is that Brahman? How to get that jnana of Brahman? Who is Brahman? This Brahmajnanavalimala explains the whole thing is about that Brahman. And how is it put? How is it presented? By explaining the characteristics of a person who has realized that I am Brahman. So it is he who is telling Aham, who is that real I. So Aham, whenever we are describing or saying about Aham, we should know what we are actually realizing, what we are actually trying to live as. For that, this Brahmajnanavalimala is very, very helpful. Aham. So I would like to remind you once again, the third circle is Brahman, which is Sat, pure existence, which has the potential of the whole manifestation in it, in which, as Alakananda I am, as Jivatma, I am trying to experience these circles. So, when there is throb of energy in this third circle, Brahman, the consciousness vibrates, come into projected state. At that moment, Shiva, the pure consciousness, realizes, Aham, I am Swaprakasha, I am self-illuminous consciousness. So, the very first thought which came to that Sat Brahman is Aham. Aham. That is what, in reality, each one of us is. And throughout this Brahmajnanavali, we are referring to that Aham, which is Shiva, which is consciousness, which is my own self in its real essence, as I am, Aham. Got it? So we are all Shiva. That's the reason we say Shivoham, Aham Shivaha. Who is saying that? Aham Shivaha, Aham Shivaha. Who is saying it? It is this which is expressing Aham, Aham. Just to clarify a little more, as Jivatma, each one of us are also the same Brahman with same real I as consciousness. We are all Shiva. Because that real I is passing through the mind and the intellect, it is changing its shade and it is becoming individualized I am, which we refer to as the limited I, ego, false I. So that false I or the limited I or the ego, it is very much used to interact in this world. But that is only a reflected consciousness of the real I, which we are all. So throughout this Brahmajnanavalimala, concentrate, contemplate, visualize yourself as that unlimited, nirakara, nirguna, aham, Brahman, which is nothing but Atma, the conscious. So it is like this kaleidoscope there will be only one piece of glass. It can be of the broken bangle. In kaleidoscope, there will be only one piece with 3 mirrors encasing it. As we keep moving the kaleidoscope, that single piece gives rise to many designs of colors. If you put more glass pieces, it gives many more designs. So like that, it is that unlimited third circle when it is put inside the 3 walls of mirror, Kala, Desha, Karya, Karana, Bhava, that one Atma is experienced as many. That one glass piece, which is the third circle, Brahman, is what I am. That is explained in detail by this Prakarana Grantha, that is topical treatise. Brahmajnanavalimala is like the Prakarana Grantha. It is dealing with one topic, Aham Brahmasmi, and describing the different characteristics of it. So this Brahmajnanavalimala is very much a guide which is holding us by hand and leading us towards how to contemplate, how to understand, how to visualize it, and how to live it. We are all, every one of us, Jivatmas, we are experts in imagining and make it as a notion and live it. That is what we are all doing as Jivatmas. So we are experts in that. When the great seers like Shankaracharya has given us the path to know what the reality is, what is the eternal reality is, we should do that exercise as well to come out of this notion which we are all living so perfectly. So let's get into this. Sakrit Shravana Matrena Brahmagnanam Yato Bhavet. Brahmajnanavalimala Sarvesham Moksha Siddhaye. Sakrit Shravana Matrena, just by listening well, one gets the Brahmajnana. Sakrit Shravana Matrena, just by listening well, one gets Brahmajnana. And Brahmajnanavalimala Sarvesham, to everyone at all times, is Moksha Siddhaye. It is the guidance for attaining the liberation. So this is in the reverse order. He is giving the phala first, and then he explains what we have to do. Because the whole exercise and the way we should go about with the rest of the treatise, the text, depends on the phala, which he is saying, Sakrit Shravana Matrena. That is very, very important. Brahmajnanam Yato Bhavet. So just by listening well, one gets Brahmagnana. Doesn't it look so beautiful, so easy, palpable? So, what do we understand by this? Sakrit Shravana. Shravana. Why is he saying just by listening? One reason, well-founded reason, is our way of transmitting the knowledge from Guru to Shishya is through Shravana. They never used to sit and write, or like we use the computer or the book. It was not like that. It was through orally, the Guru will be saying, and then we hear it and practice it, think about it, ponder about it, and go deep into the meaning, and again do the dhyana on the meaning and hold it in the whole being. So it will say, stay firmly and it will be perfect. So they used to carry on this way of, this mode of transmitting the information. Shravana. That is one thing. There is difference in hearing and listening. Hearing, I can hear the sound, I can hear the words, but it is only the sound which I am hearing as word or sentence. It's not necessary that it has entered the mind and the heart and the brain and my intellect, and it is firmly molded in my memory. Only when all these things happen, then I say, yes, I listen to. Got the point? So he didn't say, Shankaracharya didn't say, just by hearing Brahmajnanavalimala, you get the Brahmagnana. He didn't say. Sakrit, well, attentively, focusing, trying to get it deep into one's being. Sakrit, Shravana, by listening. So there is a big difference between hearing and listening. By listening to this Brahmagnanavali, one can get Brahmagnana, and which is sure to give them moksha. So what does it mean? Shravana, we have to understand that word more. Shravana is like switching on the conveyor belt. Once the conveyor belt is switched on by Shravana, everyone is bound to keep moving further from point A to point B. There is no way they will stop in between. So if one has done that listening well, he is already on the conveyor belt, and automatically he is taken to the goal, which is moksha siddhi. That will be taken care by the rest of the shlokas which we come across. So for this purpose, Shravana, I really request all of you, whoever is listening, to relax your mind and listen carefully and try to move along with me in the flow of this Brahmagnanavali through imagining, through visualizing, and through contemplating on it as you are hearing it. So this class will be very, very different than the other kind of classes. So be relaxed and make sure that you are able to concentrate, listen, and you can contemplate all along with me. Shravana is very, very important because he is saying no other mandatory things. You should have the deep liking, deep desire to know this Brahmajnanavalimala. For that, you have to have Sakrit Shravana. So, I will give you the practical example so that you can understand why it is so important. Shravana. This Shravana need not be through sitting in front of the Guru and you are studying. Shravana is applied to all the five senses. In the sense, suppose a friend is standing next to me. I know that person very well. I know his mind also, how he talks. And in a situation where he should not be or she should not be talking that, I know he's going to talk that. So what I do, I won't open my mouth because all people are there around and I don't want him to talk those words. So I just nudge him like that. I won't have talked anything. He understands why I nudged and he will not talk those words. That means he has listened to my words. But he didn't hear anything from the ears. I didn't speak any word, but he listened to what I wanted to tell him. Suppose the same person is far away. I cannot nudge him. Through eyes, I might tell him something like that. Or if I want him to talk, so through eyes, I am communicating to him. He could see me doing it. He could see me nudging. But if he doesn't listen to what I am telling, he will speak the word which he should not. Or he will not speak which he should have spoken. That means he didn't listen to me. He just saw me, but he didn't listen to my suggestion. Now, do you understand? Like that, the whole Vishwa, whole manifestation is very loudly talking to us. They are all suggesting so much. The life itself is suggesting. We are just hearing it. We are not listening. We are just looking at things, but we are not seeing. Got the point? I can look at things, but if I don't put my mind, heart, and my intellect into what I am seeing, I can never say that I am seeing it. And I should take it in and live it. Then it is real seeing. Tasting versus savoring. Sniffing versus smelling. Touching versus feeling. There is a big difference. In the same way, the scriptures are also giving us so many instructions. We are reading it. We are hearing it. Are we studying it? Taking it in totally? Are we listening it to those words and living it? Then we can say, yes, I listen to them. Mother might be giving us so many instructions. I hear the words, but unless I apply what the instructions have been given by my mother, I can never say I listen to her always. I listen to her instructions. I can never say, yeah, she says, I hear. There it ends. So now do you understand why he is using that word? Sakrit Shravana Matrena Brahmagnanam Yato Bhave. It is very true. If I am able to understand the next few verses, I would say very few verses, if we are able to listen to those few verses of Brahmajnanavali, that means I am able to hold myself as aham. Which is that aham? The third circle, the real I. So Shankaracharya is helping us to open our eyes, all the five senses, the mind, to understand what it is and try to live it. Sakrit Shravana Matrena. That is the reason every word in this Brahmajnanavalimala is like a huge article by itself, every word. So we have to listen to it. That means our involvement with the words, the meaning of the words, is very, very important. Hope we are all able to do it. And let us go to the next one. So once we have given our Sakrit Shravana, Moksha Siddhaye, this Brahmajnanavalimala is sure to be Moksha Siddhi. It would be the perfect guide for us to be liberated from the notion that I am the individual I, Jivatma. We can come out of it. Asangoham, 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 punah punah, Satchidanandarupoham, ahamevaham, avyayah. Asangoham. I am unattached. I am unattached. I am unattached. He has told 3 times. Asangoham. I am unattached. One can be unattached only in Advaita Bhava. When I know that I am this third circle which is ever expansive, the whole manifestation is within me only. And the whole thing, whole manifestation. What else is there for me to get attached to? I am the whole manifestation. But why is Shankaracharya giving that asangoham as the first one? We as sadhakas are listening to him. Sakrit Shravana. Who is doing that Sakrit Shravana? We, the Jivatma sadhakas. So from the angle of Jivatma, who is separated himself and says, oh, I am different, separate individual in this world. And there is self, Brahman, something far away from me. I can't fetch that state of existence. That type of notion I am living. So if I understand I as Alakananda, if I understand I am this asangoham, there's no attachment to anything because everything is within me. I won't get attached to my hair. I won't get attached to my hand. I am feeling the whole body as my own self. I am feeling the whole body as myself right now as Alakananda, the Jivatma. But when I realize that I am the ever expansive third circle, Brahman, the real I. Not only this body and mind becomes a speck, the whole Vishwa itself will become a speck. Got the point? Asangoham, asangoham. We Jivatmas are having all the 7 case endings because we have identified ourselves with something which is not I. Because I have identified myself with this body and this mind, I feel I am different from the rest of the whole manifestation. So mine, for me, through me, by me, in me, with me, everything comes as 7 case endings. But I am asangoham. I am unattached to anything. How can I say that? Asangoham. Being in this body, in this mind, we can say it, we should say it. Because aham, as he says, punah punah, again and again, even if I am put into Jivatma state, again and again and again, even at those points, I am keeping myself to the original state as I am. The third circle, which is ever expansive, Brahman, Atma. Satchidananda Rupoham, Ahamevaham, Avyayaha. This Ahamevaham, Avyayaha, it keeps coming in all the shlokas. Because those 2 expressions are very, very valid and it helps us to go through this life in a beautiful way. So, I will explain that first before I explain Satchidananda Rupa. Okay? Aham eva aham. If anyone asks, who are you? Do we give the answer? I am I. We never say that. Who are you? I am Alakananda. I am a dancer. I am a teacher. I am a mother. Always it is I am something else. But Shankaracharya is hitting at every shloka. You are none of those things. They are all adjectives. You are you. I am I. Aham means I. Eva aham. I am I only. Nanu nane. Nenu nene. मैं ही हूं. Nandan. Do we give this answer? Aham evaham. All other things. I am Alakananda. That Alakananda is a tag, name tag given by my parents or the society. But I am not Alakananda in reality. It is the identity given to this body and the mind, which has that consciousness, I, in it as the powerhouse. But in reality, I am that powerhouse. I am. So I am only I, nothing else. Aham evaham. So, aham evaham. If I live as the third circle, whatever is happening in the manifestation, or even in the first smallest circle as Jivatma, the impact of whatever is happening will be very, very less. We will go through it, but with the knowledge, with the understanding, with living it, that aham evaham, nothing else, aham evaham. We will be able to carry on our jivana, our life, in such a beautiful way. It is helpful to know, to live as the real self. Aham evaham. Avyayah. Avyayah is I can never be destroyed, depleted. Vyaya is to expend. But can never happen. I am eternally there. I can never be destroyed. Alakananda can be destroyed. The dancer can be destroyed. Teacher can be destroyed. Mother can be destroyed. Because they are all different status which I am going through, having this body and the mind. So it is this which is given those adjectives, names, responsibility. They all vyaya, they all go. They all diminish. They all get destroyed, killed. But nothing happens to I, because aham evaham, who is avyaya. How is it possible? Because my Swarupa is Sat Chit Ananda. Sat is eternal existence. Eternal existence. So there is no fear of death or birth. I am there eternally. Sat. As pure existence. That's what I am. And I am a conscious being. I am a spiritual conscious being. Chit, which is also pure. what I am. Ananda. And am blissful. Satchidananda Rupoham. My Rupa is that eternally existing, blissful consciousness. That's what I am. So let us contemplate on this. When I'm singing and speaking, you all can close your eyes and visualize, get into it. Asangoham, 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 punah, punah. Asangoham. I am not attached to anything. Attachment comes only when there is duality, separation. That separation of beings in the manifested world is happening within me, the Brahman. When I am the whole manifestation and I am beyond the whole manifestation, I am asanga, unattached to anything. Asangoham, punah, punah. Even though I go through so many bodies and minds as Jivatma, even though I go through so many states as Jivatma, I am retaining my original self. Asangoham, 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 punah, punah. Satchidananda Rupoham. My innate nature is eternal existence as blissful consciousness. Satchidananda Rupoham. Ahamevaham Avyaya. Ahamevaham. Aham. Eva aham. I am. I am not attached with any of the adjectives, any situations, any forms, any names. I am. I, who is indestructible. I can never be destroyed. I can never be depleted. Asangoham. 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 Punah punah. Satchidanandarupoham. Ahamevahamavyaya. Because I am retaining, I am I, the eternal, blissful consciousness. I am unattached and ever blissful. Next is Sat Chit, the consciousness which I am is also not connected with anything. It is pure consciousness which I am. Ananda. It is one of the important attributes to Brahman, to the self. Ananda. Nandati. Nanda means delightful, happy, affluence, prosperity, wealth, joy, pleasure. All these are different phases. When transcended, it becomes bliss. That is what I am. Nitya Shuddha Vimuktoham Nirakaroham Avyayah Bhumananda Swarupoham Ahameva Ahamyaya. Nitya Shuddha Vimuktoham. I am eternal. Nitya. I am eternal. The time has taken birth in me. But I am beyond that kala. I am nitya. Jatasya maranam dhruvam. For that which is created, it has to see its end. But I am not created at all. I am there. Everything is created in me, but I am there. Eternally, I am there. Nitya. Shuddha. I am the pure consciousness. I am the pure consciousness. I am not channelized or I am not victimized by the power of Maya. I am always consciousness which is pure, not touched by the effects of Maya as Kala, Desha, Karya, Karana, Bhava, Avarana, and Vikshepa. Nothing can touch me. It can touch the mind and the body, which are created in me, the consciousness. Thus, I am the pure consciousness in which the mind and body as manifestation has been created. They go through the effects of Maya. They go through the birth and death. But I am I. So I am Shuddha. I am Nitya. Vimuktoham. When I am not attached to anything, when I am pure and when I am not influenced, victimized by Maya, where is the necessity for any liberation? I am a liberated one already. I am a liberated one. All the created ones as manifestation in me. It is that mind and body which is feeling confined, bandha. So it is the mind and the body which needs the liberation. Why is it happening? Consciousness is all pervading. When that all pervading real I, consciousness, is encased in three bodies, Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, and Karana Sharira, it becomes limited, even though it has the potential in it. It is taking various shapes and sizes. So it is that which is feeling like being liberated. But even within that Jivatma, it is pure, Shuddha, and it is Vimukta. And Nitya as well, eternal. Nitya Shuddha Vimuktoham Nirakaroham. And I don't have any akara, the form. When I have the form, I means the Jivatma with mind and body. It takes different forms in the manifestation. How is it taking form? Because of the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. And It is that which goes through the various effects of Maya. So, Nirakara, I don't have any Akara first of all. Only if I have the form, then comes, oh, it is faulty, it is perfect, it has this quality, it has that quality, all these things come into existence. But I am Nirakara, I don't have any Akara. Even if I take Akara, because it keeps changing every minute, the body is changing every minute, the mind is changing every minute, the capacity of the intellect is changing every minute. So I can never say that I am with any definite form to call myself I am in this form. Every second it is changing in this Jagat. So to give you the example, like amoeba, the cell, it keeps taking different shapes within minutes. Amoeba, even the flame of the fire, it has a form, but is it firm? And I can say that the form of the flame is this? Never. It keeps changing. So I am Nirakara. I don't have any Akara as such. I am not limited to any form. Nirakara. Because of which I am Avyayaha. I can never be depleted, or I can never be touched and say, this portion of yours is gone. You have been destroyed. No one can point like that. I am Avyaya, unwavering, and I can never be diminished at any cost. Avyaya. Bhumananda Swarupoham. Yes, I am Ananda Swarupa. And that Ananda Swarupa is so magnificent that it has pervaded in different ways. So in each verse, Shankaracharya is describing what it is. Ananda, what type it is, what is the characteristic of that Ananda, bliss is. Here he is saying Bhumananda. In the first one it was Satchidananda. Ananda, bliss, in the form of pure existence and consciousness, which is blissful. That is what I am. That is what you are. All the beings are that. The real I. Aham Satchidananda Rupaha. Like that, Aham Bhumananda Swarupaha. Bhuma. Bhuma means complete. Complete. In Chandogya Upanishad, Sanat Kumara gives a beautiful explanation to Narada. He says, Bhuma is completeness, full, complete. How to experience it? Narada asks. I want to know the meaning of that. See, he wants to listen. Listen. So he explains. Completeness means when you feel only the self, you see nothing but yourself. You see, you hear nothing but yourself. You taste nothing but your own self. You touch nothing but your own self. Can you get into that? Bhumananda. Ananda, which is coming, which is experienced because of that completeness, that fullness. Because I am ever expansive. Everything is within me. I am Nirakara Rupa. Everything is within me. I am complete. There is nothing which is less. Ever expansive. And that Ananda is becoming, it is taking the whole complete self as bliss. We can say complete Purna Bhuma as infinite. But there is a difference in this. Bhuma is progressive with growth kind of completeness. That means it is in the every cell. Bhuma. It has not only enveloped as infinite, but it is pervading every portion. Bhumananda. So, if I have to say it, in a way, it is limited infinity. Limited infinity. It looks different and awkward, but I will explain to you how. The consciousness as Atma is encased in body and mind. It has the potential expansiveness in that Atma because it is retaining its originality, which is ever expansive. So, even though it is in this case of three bodies, within that itself, it is ever expansive. Like we all feel the outer Akasha, this Bhutakasha is so vast, it is limitless, we say. But when we go beyond the world, beyond the manifestation, from that point, when we see that Bhutakasha, it is limited infinity, isn't it? When I am seeing it from the Jivatma perception, this Bhutakasha itself is infinite. Yes, it is infinite. In the same way, even this Jivatma, which is within the body, Vishvarchi Vishwato Mukha, that Atma has that capacity in it. Potency is there to expand, ever expand. So, Bhuma is expansive, progressive, with growth, and it grows. That infinity, infinity, infinity can be in different levels. Bhumananda. So, that Ananda is having this Bhuma quality in it. That is why, even though we are Jivatma, we run behind being happy, khushi, or with pleasure, comfort. None of us run towards dukkha, sorrow, or difficulty. Isn't it? Why? That Bhuma is working in every jivatma. It is progressive, it is expansive, and it gives that completeness, fullness. That Ananda is what I am. Bhumananda Swarupoham Ahamevaham Avyayaha. Am I. I am I. So I do feel my Swarupa is Bhumananda. Nitya Shuddha Vimuktoham Nirakaroham Bhumananda Swarupoham Ahameva Avyaya. Nitya Shuddha Vimuktoham. I am Nitya, eternal. There is no fear of death for me. It is the body and the mind which are only instruments for me, which faces death. But I am Nitya, eternal. Shuddha, being the third circle, I am pure consciousness without any influence of Maya. And I am ever liberated. I am not bound. I do not have any form which will again bind me with qualities, size, shape. But I am Nirakara. Bhuvananda Swarupoham. Because I am Nirakara, without any form, I am retaining myself as Aham, and thus, even if I am confined in three bodies, I am ever expansive with my originality. Aham evaham. I am I. Full stop. I am I. No adjectives connected with me. I am that third circle, Brahman. Aham eva aham. I am I. Aham. It's a beautiful word which tells us what the whole manifestation is and who I am. Aham in Sanskrit, it means I. A is the starting letter, starting alphabet. A, E, like that it goes. And the last letter is Ha. A, Ha. That means we colloquially say A to Z, everything is there at home. No worries. I have A to Z everything. Like that. A starting and the ending. Everything in between. Is that Bindu, which is Shiva. Aham means Shiva, the pure consciousness, which is projecting A to Z everything, A to Ha, projected by the Bindu, which is consciousness, Shiva. That is what I am. Shivoham, Aham. I am the consciousness projecting everything. So I am that third circle. I am I. Everything is projected within me. So the word aham says everything. There is no need for us to add any adjectives. So we have to have this understanding. Aham eva aham. Aham eva aham. When we make that understanding stronger and stronger and stronger, we giving importance for the labels which we are carrying and identifying with will become much easier to handle, and our conduct in this world will become much more happier and easier if I stick on to aham eva aham. All the 7 case endings are coming only to the mind. So the mind has to handle it. I am I. Nityoham Niravadyoham Nirakaroham Achyutah Paramanandaruhoham Ahamevaham Avyayah. Nityoham. I am eternal. Again and again, Shankaracharya is making it clear to the sadhakas. Nitya. I am Nitya. I am eternal. I am there. I am there when the time is born at the point of 0 time. Even at the 0 time, I am there to witness. As witness, I am seeing the birth of time. I am that eternal. In the same way, when the end of time comes, I will be there. And I will be there beyond also. Nityoham. The time has taken birth in me. I am Nitya. Because I am Atma Brahman, the third circle. The second circle, which is influenced by Kala, is the thing which is going through the effect of time, Kala. Not me. I am there. Nityoham, Niravadyoham. I am faultless, unblameable, unobjectionable. Niravadyoham. Here we have to see Niravadya. There it is small Alpa Prana Dya. When it becomes Mahaprana, Niravadyoham, then it becomes and I can never be destroyed. I can never be killed. That comes in Bhagavad Gita. But here, Shankaracharya has put Niravadyoham. I am faultless. Fault, objection, blame, or blemish comes only when there is form. And that form comes because of the three gunas and under the influence of Maya. Ahamevaham avyayah. How can I be Vadya? I can never be. And I am Nirakara. Niravadyoham. Faultless. Nirakaroham. I am formless. I do not have any form. Like I said earlier, because it is changing every second, there is no definite form as such. That is one way of looking at it in the manifestation. But I am beyond any akara. If you see the example, analogy, ocean water. Ocean has no akara. It is so vast and huge. But if I take water from the ocean and put it in the glass, it becomes the glass of water or water in the glass. So it is already having the form. But when I put back the water, it is ocean. So water is that consciousness. When you take the water, separate it from the ocean, which is so vast without any form, it can take different shapes according to the vessel in which we are collecting it. So the form can come only to manifested jivatmas who are taking different forms in the manifested world. But water is same. Water in the ocean, which is so vast, which cannot be measured. But this glass water or water in the vessel or in the hand, that can be measured and it has a different name and it will also acquire qualities in it. Those are the jivatmas. However, water is same in both. The consciousness is same in both jivatma and the Brahman. The essence is one and the same. One is nirakara, another is with akara. Achyutaha. Achyuta. Achyuta means to fall from the place, to come down from its state. Achyuta. Or faultless, unwavering, reducible or depletable. Achyuta. But I can never be touched. I can never be depleted. I can never be wavering. I am firm, fixed, and stable. Achyuta. In this Matyaloka, in this world, the wealth can deplete. The memory power depletes. sharpness of the intelligence depletes over a period of time. The prana shakti in a person also keeps depleting every moment. So this depleting is happening in this Vishwa, but it can never have any effect on Aham, which is Brahman. I am that Brahman who doesn't go through this Chuta. I am all the time Achyuta. Paramananda Rupaha. Parama. The absolute bliss is what I am. In this world, we go through so many different levels of happiness. The happiness which we get when we are children is different from when we are adults or when we grow into old age. It keeps changing. The amount of happiness also keeps changing. When I'm a young child, lollipop would be the most cherished happiness. As I grow, something else, the wealth, making money, could be the happiness in me. As I grow old, I sell off all the wealth and try to get more books in my library or go for yatras. That would be my happiness. But Paramananda, the bliss which I am emitting from my own self, is the ultimate, absolute Paramananda. Nothing can be compared with Paramananda. That is what I am. Khushi, Santosha, all these things are only different reflections of that bliss, but it can never be compared, even though it has the tinge of that bliss. I am that Paramananda. Nityoham. Because I am eternal, the worry of death will not haunt me, touch me. Nityo. I am that expansive third circle in which the Martyaloka is created, projected. It is that which goes through the changes, birth and death. That's all within me. But I am eternal, Nitya. Niravadyoham. I am pure consciousness who is without any blemish, fault, or flaw. Nirakaroham. I am formless without any quality attached to it. I am free. I am ever expansive. Achyuta. I am stable and fixed. There is no fall, no restriction, no depletion. I am Achyuta. Paramananda Rupoham. Uncomparable, absolute bliss is my nature. I am that bliss which is absolute, which has no comparison. Because ahamevaham, I am I. I am I. Ahamevaham. Avyayaha, which can never be expended. I can never become empty and complete. Om Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.